Good morning students. I hope you all are safe at home. Myself Jyoti Nahar from Shiv Jyoti Educational Group, Kota, and today we will be discussing the recap of chapter number 4, that is solids, liquids and gases. We will be discussing the bookwork too with it. Let us take the first topic, arrangement of molecules in matter. You all know that all matter. Now what is matter? Anything that occupies space and has mass is called matter, and all the matter is made up of small particles called molecules. And this arrangement of molecules, these molecules are arranged in different way in matter. Like in solids, the molecules are arranged in very closely packed. There is no intermolecular space between the molecules. So, the molecules are very closely packed, and so the solids have a definite shape and volume. Now, in liquids, the molecules have very less intermolecular space. They are not as closely packed as in solids. So, the molecules of liquids, they are a bit free to move. They have small space in which they can move, and so the liquids, they can flow. Coming to gases. In gases, you can see the molecules are far apart and they have large intermolecular space between the molecules, and that is why the gases do not have any definite volume, neither they have definite shape. They take as much space as they get. Now coming to next topic. Our next topic is solids, liquids and gases in water. Now you can say you've learnt that solids, they dissolve in water. Solids like salt and sugar, they dissolve in water. Again liquids also we have two types, some are miscible and some are immiscible. Miscible liquids are those liquids which mix with water. As for example, you can say milk, it mixes with water, so it is a miscible liquid. Again lemon juice is a miscible liquid because it mixes with water. Immiscible liquids are those liquids which do not mix with water, like as for example oil. Oil does not mix with water. Again kerosene, it does not mix with water. So we can say that these are immiscible liquids. Here you can see lemon juice, it dissolves in water, so it is a miscible liquid. Oil does not dissolve in water, so it is a immiscible liquid, it forms a different layer above water. Next we have change of state. In this you have melting, evaporation, condensation and freezing. As we have learnt earlier, what is melting? Melting is, here you can see a chart which shows the 4 state change of states. Like melting, when ice it is heated, it turns to water. This is called melting. When solid state changes to liquid state on heating. Again when this liquid state changes to gaseous state, like water, it changes into water vapors on heating, it is called evaporation. Reversely, we can say when water vapor converts to water, it is called condensation, and when water converts to solid state, that is ice, it is called freezing. When you keep water in the freezer, what is formed? You get ice out of it. So that is the solid state which is converted from the liquid state. So this process is called freezing. So we have done melting, evaporation, condensation and freezing. These are the change of states on heating and cooling. So let's start with our bookwork. First, true and false. Write T for true and F for false statements. Molecules can be seen with naked eyes. This statement is False. No, molecules cannot be seen with naked eyes. We need they are very tiny, minute particles. So, they cannot be seen with naked eyes. So, this statement is false. Solids have a definite shape and volume. Yes, because the solids, the molecules are very closely packed. So, they have a definite shape and definite volume. So, this statement is true. Liquids have definite shape but no definite volume. This statement is false, because liquids do not have a definite shape. They take the shape of the container in which they are kept. So, this statement will be false. Now, aquatic plants breathe in oxygen dissolved in water. This statement is false, because aquatic plants, they take in carbon dioxide, not oxygen. Now, in soft drinks, carbon dioxide is dissolved. This statement is true. Carbon dioxide gas is dissolved in soft drinks, which makes them fizzy. So, this statement becomes true here. Our next exercise is the back exercise. Coming to the first question, that is tick the correct answer. Which of the following cannot be seen with naked eyes? As we have discussed earlier, that molecules are very small, so small that they cannot be seen with naked eyes. So, the correct answer here comes molecules. There is little intermolecular space between the molecules of. Little intermolecular space means the molecules are not as closely packed as in solids. So, that state is liquids. In liquids, the molecules have little intermolecular space between the molecules. So, the correct answer comes liquids. Which of the following can take up all the available space? You know, we have discussed that gases, they take up all the available space. So, the correct answer which is here is steam, because steam is a gaseous state and it takes up all the available space which is given to it. Now, which of the following is an immiscible liquid? Immiscible liquids means which does not mix with water. So, among these, kerosene, milk, juice and lemon juice, which one is immiscible? Kerosene is immiscible, it does not mix with water. Which of the following is a chemical change? Chemical change means a change where it is permanent and we cannot reverse it. So, melting of ice can be reversed, melting of wax can be reversed, glowing of bulb can be reversed, but burning of wood is a chemical change. We cannot reverse the process. So, the correct answer here is burning of wood. So, this was all about our back exercise. The rest of the exercises will be done in video part 2. Thank you, students.